Good morning. Noel Livingston, Incident Commander for Pacific Northwest Team 3. Wanted to give you a morning update on the Riverside fire. We just finished our morning briefing with the folks headed out to the line. Looks like it'll be a good, busy day for us. The rain has let up a little bit. Really appreciated seeing all that moisture, but today is going to give us an opportunity to get back into some areas that really got wet and start taking some more action on the incident. I think I'd just walk around where we are on the map in terms of the work that's been done and what we're planning. And I'll start by just talking about the map. Might look a little different than you've seen over the past few days as we brought up a different map. What you see in black on this map is what we call containment. What you've been seeing earlier on the map, I think, also included a lot of areas that showed whether it was a dozer line or a hand line. Those were also black symbols. And so there's been some confusion, I think, in terms of have conditions changed on the fire. I want to start off by saying no, not at all. The rain has really parked things. It's allowed us to do a lot of good work on things, and the fire is not moving at all. We have essentially lines constructed all the way around. We're not calling some of this contained yet. That will happen here fairly soon as we just get in and confirm that that's cold. That's a cold fire edge, and then we'll show containment, which is what the black indicates. So just wanted to make sure there was no confusion in terms of a status on the change or that this was active fire edge. It's not. Things are cold there. In terms of where we're working, I'll start down here on the southern portion of the fire. We have dozer lines and hand lines on this private industry land established to prevent fire spread to the south and back out to the west. That all looks really good. We're continuing to work in there today to get into some deep ravines and some areas where we've had difficulty connecting those lines, so we'll be focused on that. Out around the western flank of the fire, all the way back up to the Estacada, we're really in a patrol operation, mopping up some hot spots where we find them, making sure we have things well mapped as we start to think about how do we move into some repair efforts once the fire is really cold on those edges. But we're feeling very comfortable with this edge, and that is a tremendous amount of line to patrol. So a lot of work to do there just to keep an eye on it, but we're feeling comfortable with that. Same story on what I'll call the northern flank. Again, this black edge is controlled fire edge. Things are looking very good throughout that piece of the fire. We'll be patrolling again today. My color won't quite match, but stick with me. We're working on what we call an indirect fire line up to and then through the wilderness. This is an old road that's between the two wilderness areas. We're working to prepare that line, making good progress on it. I'll call it a contingency. We don't anticipate the fire ever getting to that point, but we're going to make sure we have a line there just in case it does. And really the same story coming down and over toward the Lion's Head fire. Don't stick with exactly where I just drew that line, but you get the idea. We're tying into some fire line coming up from the Lion's Head. Again, contingency line over on the east flank of the fire in case we have an event that would push the fire that direction. Very low probability of that at this point, given all the moisture we just received and the time of year. So all good news for us. Going to be another busy day on the fire. Some other activities going on. ODOT is looking at and considering options to work on the road system on 224. PG&E doing the same sort of operations with infrastructure. So a lot of other moving parts across the fire that are going to continue for the days and weeks ahead of us. So that's our plan for today. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Thank you.